Ladies and gentlemen, welcome your faces to a brand new video and something very, very different in regards to any form of content I've ever produced ever in my years of making content as a full-time creator, that either been on this channel or been on the main Bits YouTube channel. And what I mean by that is if you're watching this without the context, it's going to be so weird and bizarre because all you're going to see is this camera and me talking in this microphone. That's going to be it. There will be, however, a timestamp at the bottom of the screen, and what that correlates to is the timestamp of the Last of Us Season 2 Episode 1 video I'm about to watch. So if you're at home and you're a lover of this as well, and who knows, you want some company, you can match the timestamp with your timestamp of the actual episode, and you can see my reaction along with you. Obviously, I'm watching it by myself, but you might want to watch this with my reaction along with you, kind of thing. Because some people have asked if I would do this in the past because I'm a very, how do I put it, expressive person. And The Last of Us is my favourite game, my favourite ever game. Brilliant story, and I really like the rendition they did with Season 1. On HBO, and this is going to be so far out there in regards to content I've ever made in the past. So, like I said, timestamp at the bottom. That time will start ticking when the little fuzzy and then the line comes across, and then the HBO screen comes up. You know which one I mean? When we watch Game of Thrones, it kind of goes and then it starts from there. That's where every week on the Monday is where the timestamp will start from, just so you kind of have the context and stuff. So every week, every Monday, I'm going to drop the next video because the season is releasing weekly. So it's the only reason. So without further ado, let's watch this. And I guess I'll start the timestamp when that scene happens. There's something here because I'm watching this on Now TV in the UK. So there's a little bit of like a sky thing that comes up. So the timestamp will start when that HBO thing comes up. So let's do this. Okay, HBO. Oh, you should be matched up with me now if you want to watch this. It's so weird. Just give you a bit more context as well, as I'm not going to speak over, if anything. I might respond to some things or all that kind of stuff, but I'm not going to, talk over the actual show itself because I want to watch it. You guys want to watch it. So, I'm going to refrain to saying any spoilers as well, especially if you never played the game. But I'm going to shut up. Let's just watch this. Ooh. Oh, damn. Abby. Wow. Well, title sequence. I guess we'll have a little chat whilst that's happening. Is at the end of this episode as well, we're going to have a little chat of what's happened in this one. Because what we've just seen there did not happen in the game. That wasn't a thing. So that was a little bit new. I need to. It's going to be very, very hard in regards to trying to say stuff. I think it's just going to be very expected. You know, I think if you are someone who's never played the games, it's going to be very hard for you to like watch along. Because my expressions in some of the things, I don't want it to spoil it for you. So I apologize in advance. But that's Abby. Abby. 5 years later. Kick his ass. Hey. Obviously, that's Jesse. Ooh. Oh. Oh, they've actually made this whole street here the exact same as the game. With the log truck going past as well. That's crazy. God, it's a lot bigger than what you'd make it out to be. That Dina? Oh. She's cute. Just throwing that out there. Dina. Flickers. Ooh, a little bit too low. Yeah, I think she's 19 at this point. I love how she's got the same mannerisms and everything in her. But I'm also liking that the other characters aren't identical to the actual game. The show is more of a love letter to the fans of the actual show. You know, so not everything is identical. The story has the same branch, the same like main highway, you could say, but it's going to divert off from where the game is, and I kind of like that because it gives us something to be unexpected about in regards to certain aspects. Huh? Tell you what, I was expecting the start of this to be very, very similar to the start of the game. No scenes except for Ellie and what's it called? Shooting. That was initially in a flashback. But nothing else here. The same. I like it because it's like story we never got. Oh, fantastic actress. Is that what I think it is? Oh, Eugene. Yeah. Eugene and the Buds. Wait. Oh. If I want to talk about this so much right now, but I can't. Jesus. Them intense close-ups right there just to get that emotion out was insane. I even writ down Eugene's wife on my notes right here to talk about later. But she mentioned it. How Joe killed her, because we found that out in the game via a letter from Eugene. from a note you can find. Hey, the garage. She polishing the guns. She's still very deflective over Joel and everything. Hey, that was exactly from the game right there, picking up that knife. Shimmer. Oh. Oh, I don't know why my eyes just teared up just seeing our horse. So we didn't actually go to the bar with to go get the sandwich. We didn't go snowballing, obviously, because that was part of like the in-game tutorial. Right? I'm going to talk about the game a lot because obviously I'm a big lover of the game, and I know like a lot of it's not going to get put in, but it's kind of a good to see where we are in the story, you know. Mm. Oh. Oh, Jesus. I kind of like this Dina, you know. She's a little bit obviously different from like the original character, but like kind of like it. Oh boy. Oh Jesus. The market. The reason I laughed about that truck is because in the game, when you climb on the truck to get into the market, I drew a big penis in the snow. Immature. Please draw a penis. Sounds so good. Don't be there. Oh, they got a sign on the thing as well. On the fridge. Don't eat the meal. Blah, 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 blah. What? Wait. Please tell me the dog's. Yes, the dog. The dog. Shh. So the reason I mentioned the dog, there's actually a clue in the game that says to get into a safe code to get some like items you need is go to find the employee of the month and what date it was, and you put that date in the safe. You know, the clue was like something about a good boy. So I'm gonna get excited about little things like that, little love letters to the fans of the game. I'm gonna mention that. So. Oh God. Wait, they've introduced them this early? God damn it. Stalkers. Oh, God. What's your side? They hunt you whilst you're hunting them. Jump scaring bastards. That's what they are. Michael Jackson? Yep, knew it was coming. They introduced them so early. Normally in this place, there was like 3 walkers and 2 clickers. I think the first time you meet these, I don't want to say, but you know. Saying she got a bit, I'm surprised they don't check them when they come in. The council? This is new. To be fair though, in the game, you don't see much of like what's happening in the town. Like, you go in there, do a little bit of thing, leave, and then... Yeah. Oh, she's hiding it. So it doesn't look like a bite. It's one way though, right? Makes sense. Otherwise, they'll know that she's immune. By the way, also, let me know what you think of this. You know, I apologize again, like, if I'm talking too much whilst we're doing this, but I'm trying to not all do it whilst dialogue's happening. Oh, she's writing the diary stuff. So through the game, as we know, we write the diary shit. Oh, this shot. The first time we ever saw the teaser of it, of the game coming out, was this exact shot. Hey, that guy is the guy that does the music for The Last of Us. I've got his name. It's a quite a long name. Is it Gustav? Something like that? Give him his name. Ellie's like, huh? Oh. 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 Whoa. Here's Abby. Okay. There's a little bit to digest here. A little bit to digest. Let's pause that. Let's done that. What they've done there is they've mixed a couple of things up from what actually happened. Because there was some stuff that was happening that happened early, very early on in the game, but then they brought some stuff that happened, what you hear about. So do you remember when I talked to you guys about the sandwich, right? And they go to the when you're at the start of the game, you kind of come out the shed, you walk through the town, you go into the bar, the restaurant, into the bar, and that big grumpy guy, and Ellie has an argument with the old guy, the chef. Well, that's the guy, obviously, who Joel just pushed over. So they brought that. They give us more clarity on what happened there. Because when Joel come in with the guitar, well, no, when Joel come in, I thought it was going to be another scene where he comes into that sort of thing, which I think is going to happen next episode, where he tries to make up to what he did to at the event. Because as we know, a lot of the stuff that happened in this video was not really shown in the game, but you heard about it. There was, and what totally like threw me off was that pipe at the end, because in the game there was no attack in regards to zombies in those zombies, but the infected in the town. So what are they working on here? What are they working on? Because this is heading in a different direction into what we know happens. It's very hard to try and talk cryptic at the same time as trying not to make it spoiled, and I feel like it's just going to happen anyway. But yeah, I think this is going to, there's going to be a major spin in here. Like I said, I think this is going to be a definite branch off the tree we know. Because again, like some of them stuff that we saw there actually happened early on, but then some of the stuff they brought in to kind of make sure that that story is so seamless now. Because I'm gonna say this now, like spoiler warning. So I'll give it a couple of seconds in case you just want to shut off here. Hopefully you kind of go in now. So obviously if you played the game, you'll kind of understand what's about to happen. In the game is where you kind of, you know, Joel goes out and does the exploration. Ellie and Dina, because their little journey, I'm gonna guess they're gonna go back out again, because that food stall, that market you go to, and that happens, but you don't get bit in the game. In the game, you don't get bit. And then they come back. There's no such thing as the council in the game, so the council's new as well. So that's kind of a nice spin. Because in the game, as we know, you're not in the town long. Like, you're literally in there. You kind of go out with Dina, do the exploration, go to that market that happened in this video. And then you come back. And then you leave again. And then that's it. You don't come back again. Like, so it's a bit, I'm liking it though, because it's making me on edge about what's that, because like that pipe, as soon as I saw the pipe initially when they broke it and they saw all the vines, I was expecting maybe something to happen there, but something big is going to happen. Something big's going to happen. That's not a part of the game in that town. There's definitely going to be an infection breakout. There has to be. That's the only thing I can think about happening there. But then how's that going to lead on to what we know is going to happen? Like, that is, it's different, and I'm liking it. And I'm liking it so far. I love Dina's character. I feel like she's got more life in her, because obviously the one in the game, as much as I love how Edna is portrayed in the game also, she's very much laid back in the game a little bit, especially early on. She doesn't have much vocals as what she has in the show, but in this one she's got some attitude. She's got more edge about her and whatnot. And then we'll go over about, we don't even see the son as well of I don't keep forgetting his bloody name, Joel's brother. I can't bloody name. What's Joel's brother called again? Keep reading his bloody name. I'm just searching it up. I know you probably shouted, but Keep getting his bloody Tommy, isn't it? I've not even searched. I literally just clicked on it now. Tommy, yeah. Tommy. I don't even think you see his son in the game. That's why I was shocked when he come running on. You know? So like, that kind of caught me off guard. I'm rattling my brain now, trying to think what's happening. And go ahead, like, talk about it in the comments and all this kind of stuff. And because I know for a fact I'm gonna get people are gonna ask on stream or all this kind of stuff. Have you watched it? Blah 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 blah. I can just refer them to here if they want to talk about it. I feel like that's gonna be the best place. But I'm looking forward to the next episode now, which I'm gonna wait a week for. So yeah, it's gonna be a week from now. So let me know if you enjoyed this. I apologize again if I talked over a little bit too much, especially I know I did when I was talking about when the market scene happened. I did talk over some dialogue there. But let me know if you kind of enjoyed this kind of thing. I'm going to do it for the rest of this series. It's not like I'm going to stop this one and then that's it. And obviously, I'm not going to do any audio or video on this, just because I don't want to get copyright striked. And then also, I'm not going to monetize this. So you guys don't get ads. There was, however, I don't know how it's going to be in other countries, how the show's going to be portrayed in other countries. So take that with a grain of salt as well, because like when throughout that there was kind of like, for some reason, a little commercial break that happened, but it wasn't a commercial break. It just come up like it went to black, the Last of Us logo come, and then it faded back out. Like there was meant to be a commercial break there. But there wasn't. So that might affect the timestamp of what happened. What I would recommend doing is maybe even watching like 10 seconds ahead, because you don't want it to be bang on with what I'm doing, and then I might react a little quicker than what happens. So you know what I mean? So it might be worth you to experience the show, but then me be 10 seconds behind kind of thing. Maybe that would be the best thing. I don't know. Let me know what you guys do anyway, and you're interested to see. But I'll see you all in the next video, next week's video. And if you're watching this back to back, obviously in a couple of weeks time, you get to see it straight away. So as always, keep smiling, and I'll see you in the next Last of Us video. Last of Us. Yeah, that sounds weird me saying now. Yeah, I'll see you in episode 2 of this HBO series. So keep smiling. I'll see you then.